In a previous video, we looked at the Hollandish Roulette System, a clever way to recover like a martingale, but without the crazy doubling that can wreck your bankroll. The catch? Each cycle's outcome is unpredictable, as it's locked into 3 spins, and depending on how that third spin goes, you might recover everything, make a nice profit, or fall short. But what if the block wasn't fixed? What if you could close a cycle after just 1 or 2 spins, right when it makes sense, and avoid unnecessary bets? Well, that's exactly what we're testing today. This is the compressed version of the Hollandish system, and in practice, it seems to bring in more profit faster. But is it foolproof? Let's test it together and break down where it shines and where it can bite. Welcome to Ninja Gamblers, where you'll learn the smartest strategies for roulette, blackjack, and more. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay ahead of the game and boost your chances of winning big. If you want to take your roulette skills to the next level, grab our Roulette Mastery Playbook. It's our complete guide to beating roulette like a pro. You'll find it linked in the description and the first comment below. Finally, don't forget to join our Telegram channel for exclusive content we don't share on YouTube. Links below too. Alright guys, if you've already watched the video where we explain the Hollandish Roulette System in detail, I'll link it up here. You probably asked yourself, if the weak point of the method is that third spin, why not just stop earlier? Well, that's exactly what we're trying today, the compressed version, where each block can close after just 1 or 2 spins, whenever it makes sense. Now, if you're going to try this strategy yourself, especially one that requires long streaks and bankroll endurance, the last thing you want is to play on a shady site that messes with the odds or blocks your winnings. So don't risk it. Make sure you're in a fully licensed online casino, like the one where I am right now, that actually pays out, use certified RNGs, and allow strategies like this without restrictions. You'll find a verified list of trusted casinos by country right here on the screen, and linked in the description and pinned comment below. I cannot stress how important playing in safe online casinos is. So today, I'm not going over the basics of the Hollandish system again. You'll find all the detailed explanations in the previous video. We're going straight into the compressed version. My base unit today is $5, but of course this system can be done using $1 or whatever else as a base unit. Let's start on black. First spin. 1. Now, in the traditional version of the Hollandish system, you'd always play 3 spins per block no matter what. But here, blocks are flexible. At the beginning, each block is made of just 1 spin. If I win, I close the cycle. If I lose, I move straight to the next block, without repeating the same bet 3 times. In this case, I won, so I can just close the cycle and pocket the profit, without having to do 3 bets in a row. And now, let's open a new cycle, $5 on red. Lost. Now, the blocks here are still consisting of 1 spin each, whether you lose or win, so now, after just 1 losing spin, I'm already moving to the second block. That means 3 units, $15 for me. 1. So I've recovered everything and made 2 units of profit, $10. Cycle closed. Let's start a new one on black. Back to 1 unit, so $5. And wait, I know you're thinking this is just a double when you lose, close when you win system. But there's more to that. Follow me a bit more here and see what happens. Lost. So I go up to 3 units, $15. Alright, lost again, which means I move up 1 block and increase my bet by 2 more units, going to 5 units in total, $25 for me. Up until now, all blocks were just 1 spin each, but starting from the 5 unit block, things change. From this point on, blocks expand to 2 spins, but only if we win. In this case, for example, I won. So now, I'll repeat the same bet, 5 units, $25. If I lose, I'll keep going up with the progression. In this case, I lost, so the cycle isn't closed. I will, instead, keep climbing the progression, adding 2 units to my bet. So now it's 7 units, $35. 1. But it's not over yet. We need to complete 2 consecutive wins, so let's bet another 7 units, $35. And now it's a full win, so the cycle is closed with a profit. Let's go back to the base bet, $5, changing colours on red. By the way, remember that this is only one part of a much bigger system. No single strategy works forever. The real edge comes from knowing when to switch, how to manage risk, and how to adapt. That's exactly why we created the Roulette Mastery Playbook. It's not just a list of strategies, it's the full framework pro players use to manage their bankroll, rotate systems, and build long-term consistency. It brings everything we teach together into one clear, structured guide, including tactics we've never shared on YouTube. You'll find it linked right here on the screen and also in the description and the pinned comment below. One straight away, so cycle closed, profit made. Next, 5 on black. One again, profit made, cycle closed. Moving on, 5 on black. Lost, so now we bet 3 units on black, $15. If I win this one, I can still close the cycle without having to do 2 wins in a row, but from the next one, which is 5 units, I will have to win twice to close it. But this time, I win with the 3 units bet. So, we're still under the 5 unit threshold, and we can still close the cycle with just 1 win, having made a profit. Sweet. So, you got how all this works. It's simple. Start with 1 unit. If you win, the cycle ends. If you lose, move to 3. If you win at 3, cycle ends. If not, go to 5. And from this point on, if you lose, keep increasing by 2 units. 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on. But if you win at any point above the 5 units bet, you have to place that same bet again. If you win the second time in a row, cycle closed. If not, you keep climbing. So if you win with 13, you need to place 13 again. If you win again, great, cycle over. If not, keep going. Now obviously, winning early at 1 or 3 is ideal. Quick cycle, quick profit. But even when you climb up, as long as you hit 2 wins in a row, you'll still recover everything and make a profit, unlike the original method, where the outcome could swing either way. Another great thing is the progression. It's gentle. You're not doubling, you're only adding 2 units at a time, so the climb is manageable. The downside? It's a much more aggressive approach. One of the strengths of the original system was the delayed escalation. You do 3 spins first, then decide if you need to climb. That delay is gone here. Lose once, you go up. So what makes this tricky is the possibility of losing, then winning once, then losing again, then more losses. That kind of up and down is what can stress your bankroll. That said, the gentle progression helps reduce that pressure. It's not exponential. You can ride out long streaks if you got the balance. You're essentially betting that your chosen binary outcome, like colour red, will hit twice in a row at some point, and the longer you can wait for that to happen, the better your chances, assuming you don't hit the table limits. And remember, if you win in the early spins, you don't even need the second win. So, honestly, I think this system rocks. Now of course, you can run into a really unlucky streak, where your colour doesn't hit 2 in a row for dozens of spins. It's rare, but it can happen. And that's where the real risk comes in. Not massive, because you're not doubling, but still serious if you don't know when to stop. That's why it's smart to set a stop loss. Something like, if I get to a 40 unit bet, I stop. That one rule alone can save your entire balance. It's way less risky than some recovery systems, but you still need limits. Both stop loss and take profit. know when to take profit and walk away. And just a final reminder, no strategy works if the game is rigged. Unlicensed casinos often tamper with the RNG to make you lose on purpose. They don't pay you winnings, they sell your data, and yes, they're often also illegal, so stay sharp. And that's why we've put together an updated list of safe, licensed, legal casinos by country, including sweepstakes options for US states where traditional ones aren't available. You'll find this list linked right here on the screen and also in the description and pinned comment below. And quick tip, switching casinos now and then can help reset the algorithms. We never stick to the same platform for too long. Alright, this time I went from a balance of $2,005 to my current $2,165. So that's a profit of $165 in about 7 minutes of play. Clearly, this variation seems much more profitable than the base Hollandish. And honestly, it makes sense. Every cycle ends in a profit, while the original version is inconsistent. But like I said earlier, this one comes with more risk. Honestly, as I said, I think this strategy is really cool, much better than the original. But how about you? Which do you prefer? The original Hollandish or this compressed version? Let us know in the comments. We try to reply to everyone. If you want to take your game to the next level, grab our Roulette Mastery Playbook. It's the full system pro players use to manage risk, rotate strategies, and build long-term consistency. You'll find it linked right here on the screen and also in the description and pinned comment. And don't forget, only play on safe, legal casinos that actually pay out. Don't rig the games, and allow the strategies that we explain in this channel. We've listed the best ones, organized by country and US state, also linked on screen and below. If you got value from this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and join our Telegram for exclusive content that never makes it to YouTube. Thanks for watching, see you next time, ninjas.